What's up, guys? It's Ty here, and welcome to the second Run It Back podcast. And I'm back here with Mo and Isaiah. Say what's up, guys.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, I mean, there's really no one viewing live right now, but in the video, I'm sure they'll be watching, but it's fine. It's been a while since the last time we have recorded the Run It Back podcast. Isaiah actually went on vacation, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But before that, and even before the next thing I want to talk about, it's pretty funny. Just right before we were getting ready to record this podcast, I hear the door. Someone opens the doors. What happened there? Because I heard I found this out the next day. Mo and Isaiah are in a car right now recording this podcast. Explain this. Tell them.
Go ahead, Mo.
Okay, so Isaiah wanted to simply just open the window, so I turn on the car for a brief moment to open the window, and all these bells and whistles come on, and I guess you hear it on the other end. I don't know. And that's basically it. I just put the windows down, and the car is off now. But
I just thought it was hilarious. I was just so confused. I'm like, what is that? And I just found that hilarious.
I feel like at this point, like, we've done 2 now in the car. We're just gonna have to keep it going.
Yeah,
we can only do podcasts in the car.
Honestly, I'll be disappointed if you're not in the car while doing these. I would be thoroughly disappointed. Right. But hey, what's up, Pinsley?
To be honest,
a chatter here.
I thought that was the norm.
What happened? You thought that was the norm? You thought that was podcast norms? Just be in a car? I'm not in the car, sadly.
I mean, you probably, right? I mean, where else would you be?
That's cool. I'm not in my room or anything. No. Oh my God, I just can't believe that. I find that
I'm just kidding.
No, I know. I just find that hilarious that you guys are in a car recording this, but that's fine. But I just wanted to touch up on that, guys. But now let's get into the first topic here of the second episode of the Run It Back podcast, and that is with a cornhole tournament that we had not this Friday, but the last Friday, or I guess 2 Fridays ago at this time. We had our friend Blake's house. If you don't know who that is, if you know Jake, I'm sure everyone knows Jake here. And the viewers know Jake as well. It's his girlfriend's house, so that's where we were at. We did a cornhole tournament. We had a 7-team tournament, and here are the results. Jake and our fellow podcast member Isaiah ended up winning this tournament. They were the favorites coming in, but it was a very
heavy favorites, baby.
We did our thing.
So here's me. This is me and Mo. All right, guys. So Mo, we were a team, and then Isaiah was with Jake. All right. So Team O, that's us. That's us. So let's just go. I'm just looking at the bracket right now. So let's just go over the bracket again. We have Jake and Isaiah winning. They just clean house.
Okay.
So we'll go with our matchups first. So me and Mo, we ended up facing my friend Carrick and Laurel, right? And we won pretty convincingly, 21-9. I really wasn't going into that matchup. No offense, I really wasn't too worried about that matchup. I thought we were coming in, we were going to win.
About that.
What do you say?
We were good.
Yeah, I wasn't smooth. Carrick is good, but no offense, Laura. But and then Jake and Isaiah match up against Mary and Jesse, who surprisingly in the end ended up being pretty decent. They weren't as bad as I thought they would be.
Underrated. They're very underrated.
Mary and Jesse, people had melatonin on Mary and Jesse. They were something.
Why do you say that? They got melatonin on them. Why do you say that? You're the only person I know who says that.
It gives melatonin to sleep.
Yeah, I know that. I'm aware. I'm just saying you're the only person who says that. I've never heard that said until now. Oh man. But they ended up winning that 21-8. One up in Mo and I, and then we were matched up here in the next round. We also had Kayla and Beth. Kayla is my sister. You guys don't know who Beth is, but they ended up playing Mitch and Andrew. You guys don't know who they are, but that was a 21-20 game. That was an intense game. That was a very, very intense game. And then we move on to the next round here where Team O, we're facing Jake and Isaiah. And I'm telling you what, and I shit you not, this is probably the biggest. I did not expect this to happen. We ended up losing 21-1. Jake and Isaiah absolutely throttled us. Mo and Isaiah, give me your. I want to hear both of your sides of this. I want to hear Isaiah's first. So Isaiah, what were you thinking after this game, coming into the game and after it?
Well, going into the game, I was confident. I love cornhole, and Jake and I think this is completely honest. In our last 20 games together, we're 20-0.
Ooh.
Like, Jake and I have not lost a game
You-
of cornhole together in like a while.
You played 20
So,
Wait, you've played 20
was
games
pretty-
since you lost to your dad and I?
Or no. I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're 20-1 in our last 20 games. You're right. Sorry, I forgot about that loss.
That is insane.
So we're 20-1 in our last 21 games, and I was feeling confident. I didn't really know how good Mo was, so I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't really know how good you were either, but I figured you guys were both at least decent.
Uh-huh.
And whenever we got into the game, like, I saw you guys were decent, but Jake and I were hot, and like, I don't know, we ended up, I guess, winning like pretty much every round except for one. So
Who's ESPN
Can you hear
update
me?
is that?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just heard the ESPN update.
All right. So yeah, but yeah, Jake and I threw well. I mean, we put the corn in the hole, and yeah, we ended up pulling it out. And I was surprised that we won 21-1. I thought it'd be like maybe 21-10 or something.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I honestly thought we could make it 21-10, even 21-15. I thought we had a chance, but
Yeah.
Mel, let's hear your side of it.
I was thinking Isaiah was gonna get hot no matter what. I felt like the key that game. No offense to Jake, he's a phenomenal player. I felt like basically what I was gonna try and do is trying to get into Jake's head and try and maybe get him to like bribe him almost
What?
to get him to throw the. Hold on, what's that?
What?
To get him to throw the game for us, and in the very beginning, and that did not work out. Tyler, I never told you about that. I tried to finesse Jake, and that did not work.
I think he got in your head. I think he might have finessed you. I think it might have had the opposite effect.
I think he's right.
My head.
But I don't know. It was I respect that. I just I don't know.
It wasn't. I thought we had a really good shot though. All laughing aside, I thought we had a good chance, even though they were the favorites. But they took care of their business.
They did. I mean, they were the favorites coming in. This is honestly, in my opinion, like this is going to be the impromptu championship. And as you can see here on the screen, I mean, you guys can't, but I can. It ended up being the championship, but I expected it to be a lot closer. I was disappointed with the outcome. I thought we could have put it closer, but it's fine. So Jake and Isaiah end up moving on to the semifinals. But then the other winners bracket. Now if you had melatonin on Mary and Jesse, you had melatonin, you had Xanax, you had any sort of drug on Blake and Janelle. Blake and Janelle were the best team that I thought.
Yeah.
Like they were insane.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to be easily one of the worst teams there. They ended up being the third best team there. It was insane. They ended up beating Kayla and Beth 21-19, so even that was a close game. They barely won that game. That's when I was thinking, it's like, okay, they're really not that good. But then they meet up with you guys in the semifinals, and they make it 21-16. You guys beat them, but they made it kind of tough. I mean, Isaiah, I was really watching that game. You tell us about that game.
Yeah, honestly, all right. First of all, shout out to Jake and Blake. Shout out to Janelle. Janelle was like, she beat me like, seemed like almost every round. Like, and I was throwing well. I would get like 6 or 7 almost every single round, and she would get like 7 or 8. She would just one up me every single time. And like, I kind of had to rely on Jake for that game. Like, she was just on fire. I thought I threw very well, but like I said, she would just one up me. Yeah, I was definitely surprised. They were definitely, I didn't think they would. I thought the game might be like 21-5 or something, but it was, we actually went over. Or no, I'm sorry. They went over. there was a point where they were winning, and I think they went over. They went back to 15, and then we ended up winning the next round. So like they were our toughest opponent by far, like score wise.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I can't. Janelle again. Janelle was a lot better than I thought she would be, because you'll see later where we end up facing them again. Janelle was just going off. Janelle was on a mission, and she didn't even know she was on a mission. And she just
she was on a mission. Yeah, she didn't know her final destination, but she knew she. Yeah, I don't even know what to say.
I don't think Blake and Janelle knew their potential. I honestly don't think they did. But
did they what? Sorry.
I don't think they knew their potential. They were so they were so good.
They did not know their potential.
Yeah.
But losing that semifinal match to you guys ended up landing them in the losers bracket final. So they were already set. They got the first round bye. So they kind of threw the least amount here. But we go on to the losers bracket here, where none of us are involved. So Laurel and Carrick ended up playing Mary and Jesse. Mary and Jesse handled them easily, 21-7. It wasn't even close. Laurel and Carrick, if you're listening to this, that team was that was a disappointing team. I thought you guys would be better, but I understand. It was it wasn't really. It was, I don't know. I hope Laura doesn't watch this. It was probably, I don't really want to. I don't want to be, it could have. Both could have been better. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know. I don't really. They probably won't listen anyway, but it's fine. So then that's matched up. Kayla and Beth versus Jesse and Mary, and Jesse and Mary once again handled them 21-15. It was close, but like not really. I think they had it the whole way. And then Mo and I, in the losers bracket after losing to Jake and Isaiah, we ended up facing the team of Mitch and Andrew. We won 21-14, but that was close. It was 14-14 at a point, but then I kind of took over at that moment. It was 14-14, and then I think I put it to 17-14, and then I won it. I'm pretty sure I won that game where I walked away. Was that the one where I walked away? I remember it was 20. I had to put it on to win, and I threw it, and I started walking away because I knew it was on.
I remember that. Yep.
That game, that's the game I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, okay, because I was getting nervous. I'm like, we can't lose to them. They lost to Kayla and Beth. If we lose to them, like that would be losing in the, early in the losers bracket. I was on a mission, right? We were on a mission. So then Mo and I, we ended up facing the team of Jesse and Mary, and it's like this is the sleeper team, all right? We don't know if we're gonna beat them. We ended up beating them 21-15, but I swear to God, 5 straight times. I shit you not, 5 straight times. Oh yeah. They were down to their last bag and they would put it on. It was incredible. I couldn't. Yeah. I mean, Mo, what were you thinking during that game?
Dude, it was like, what is going on here? Like, we got extremely lucky during that time, I believe.
Yeah, I think we did, but like I thought we were gonna win that game going in, but. I mean, Mo. Not Mo. I mean, Isaiah. You were watching that game as well. What were you thinking? Were you watching that?
Yeah, Jesse and Mary. I gave both of them a clutch rating of 98. They both were putting bags on when they needed to, and that. I mean, they didn't win, but they were clutch. Like you said, like it seemed like each of them, like 3 different times in a row, put on a bag when they needed to. So yeah, they were impressive.
I mean, the next time, hey, Blake said we might do a Cornhole tournament this weekend, so there could be another one coming up.
I did hear
this weekend.
I did hear that.
So everybody get ready. But we move on to the losers bracket final. Winner goes on to the final to face Jake and Isaiah. And it's 2 people that have already faced them and they've been knocked out. It was the team of Blake and Janelle versus Mel and I. And I was not expecting to be throttled the way we were at the beginning. We were down 20-10. We were on our last legs, and classic Blake. But she busts and she put us back down to she goes back down to 15, and I think we picked up. It was like 15-14 they were up, and then it was 16-16 at a point, and then Mo. I did not expect this from Mo. Mo gets 5 points, wins the game for us. Mo, go over that for me. Just do it. Just tell the crowd what you did there.
So all game I was not hitting my mark. I have to say, Tyler, for the most part, you were carrying us for the majority of that game.
Hey,
I was not putting out the performance that I expected, but I just had a mindset. I think we had a timeout in there somewhere.
I talked to you, remember?
We had a timeout in there somewhere. Isaiah gave me a little pep talk, and I think plus Isaiah's pep talk, and I just went back into my mind and I thought, 80-pound box jumps. 80-pound box jumps.
No.
80-pound box jumps. 80-pound box jumps. And I'm like, all right, need to get in the mindset. Now I thought about Isaiah's screensaver.
Oh, yeah, wait, you have to tell him now. You have
Yeah,
to.
what's the screensaver?
On a quick side note, Isaiah's quick screensaver is LeBron James. What year is this?
This is like 2012.
This
maybe?
is in 2012 in the playoffs against the Celtics. Game 7.
Game 7.
This is Game 7.
Dropped 45, 15, and 5 on the Celtics. Just single-handedly destroyed them.
I remember that.
And he's doing the look. I call it the
same.
look.
You might have seen the picture before.
I probably have.
It's like the famous.
If you, Tyler, honestly, right now, if you go on the Google and type in like LeBron the look or like LeBron's look after the Celtics game or something, it will
Let's see,
pop
the
up. It's
look.
a good picture.
The look. Let's see if any.
Yeah, look that up and put that up on the screen.
I am.
That picture. That picture is basically describing the state I was in. Like, what is going to happen to this team? Like, they were hitting their marks.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Is he wearing the red jersey?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. It's on the screen.
That's basically what I had in my mind. Like, I was not going to allow us to lose, Tyler.
I was so happy you pulled that out. I was not expecting it, Mo. I honestly, I sensed you were off, but you clutched it at the end there. We ended up moving on, and I was like pumped because this is for money as well, guys. So I wanted to win, and then thanks to Mo, we are in the finals, and then we face up again to Jake and Isaiah. Now, the score says 21-8. I feel like it could have been like we could have scored more. I personally think we could have scored more. I feel like it was closer than 21-8 in my opinion. I don't know what Isaiah thinks or Mo, but that's what I think.
I feel like it could be closer as well.
Yeah, honestly, it felt like the game was more like 21-15. It was.
It honestly did.
From what I remember, you were throwing well. Like you were like matching me. It seemed like every round, if not getting like 1 or 2.
Yeah, I would match you. The problem, Mo.
Yeah,
Jake was on a roll that game.
Both you and I were both throwing really well, but Jake had to step up and he did, because you, like I said, you were like right with me the entire game. So Jake, shout out to Jake again. You kind of won that game toward the end there for us. So yeah,
should have been closer as well, or at least it felt closer.
Yeah. Jake, I feel like Jake and Isaiah just had that chemistry. I felt like they were. I'm not saying that we didn't click. Like we
never played before.
We were a good team.
They're literally cousins.
They've played together a lot. Like we never have played together before. So imagine going to that tournament and coming out the way we did. Like that's not.
It's not anything to scoff at.
Dude, exactly. Second place, man. We doubled our profits. I was pretty pumped about that. We ended up getting $5, but we had to pay 2.5 to get in, so we doubled our profit there. What'd you guys? 4 times your profit? 5 times your profit? No, you quadrupled your profit. You got $10.
Yeah, we got. I think we each got $12.50.
Yeah, but like you paid $12.50 to get in, so you got $10.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It's the classic. You're at a casino. It's like, I made $100. Yeah, but you lost 300. So it's like, so you lost 200. That's what that means. But
it was a fun experience.
It was very fun. I really enjoyed the inaugural cornhole tournament at Blake's house. I really hope there's one this week. I really hope, because Mo, I think we have a chance this time. I think we can do it. But one last thing before.
Is there one this weekend?
I don't know yet. There's talks about it, and I would totally be okay with it.
Yeah, there are rumors floating around.
Yeah, we could switch venues to Jake's house. That could also be a maneuver that we could do. I feel like that's
true.
Because Jake's got a pool. We've been swimming at Jake's all week. I swear, it's been crazy. But
I heard a little bit about it. Yeah,
it's been
I heard.
A good time.
I heard Spencer's back in the group.
Spencer is back. Spencer is going to every single function from now on, and I cannot. We don't deserve Spencer. I am so happy that Spencer has came back. It is crazy. Mo, you don't know Spencer, but Isaiah, do you know Spencer? Well,
I know him very, very little.
Wait, what was Jake was telling me Spencer from what was it?
Clash
he?
of Clans,
Yeah, Clash of Clans.
maybe?
Did he kick you out or did he kick Jake
No,
out?
no, no.
You
Okay,
play Clash of Clans?
so this. Let me take you. This is a flashback. So I'm gonna say we were about like 13, 14, and we played Clash of Clans. I played it like every single day for like hours. It seemed like. But anyway, my friend David. Shout out to David McKelvey. My friend David wanted to join my clan, and I was in your clan, Tyler,
Yeah.
with Jake. And so I said, all right, like David, I'll tell like our leader to let you in or whatever. And I told Spencer to let him in, and I think he did let him in for a little bit. I don't really remember why, but he ended up kicking him out. And then like David tried to like rejoin, and he would just keep kicking him out. And so we had this joke like every time Jake would see David, David would be like, "Oh, your jerk friend Spencer who kicked me out of Clash of Clans." But yeah, we actually still talk about that. Like every once in a while, it will come up.
Really? That's funny.
Yeah, it is funny. It's a good joke.
Yeah, Jacob told me it's like, oh, if I ever see that Spencer guy.
Yeah. Yep.
That is hilarious. But yeah, he is back, and he's back for good. I think it's been great. But before we move on from the cornhole tournament, we need to give out some superlatives. I think who was the MVP of this tournament? It can only go to one person. I want to hear what Mo has to say, and then Isaiah has to say, and then I'll give my opinion. And you can say yourself if you want.
Go ahead, Mo.
Okay. I feel like the MVP of this tournament should obviously go. Obviously, the team that won, one of those players should get MVP. I feel like Isaiah deserves the MVP.
I like it.
Isaiah, Jake had his moments, but Isaiah, I felt like was in. Isaiah wouldn't get in the. Isaiah was consistent. Okay, Isaiah would get it on the board thing. Like he was consistent for his team, and I feel like consistency is key, especially in this game. Yeah.
All right, so Isaiah, who do you think should be the MVP?
All right. Well, I mean, I honestly, it's tough to choose between Jake and I, because I feel like I was very consistent, but I feel like Jake came up big, like when he needed to, and he ended up scoring us a lot of points. But I'm gonna go completely off here. Neither Jake or I'm gonna go with Janelle. Even though like they didn't even get second, but they got what, third?
Yeah, they got third.
I'm just gonna say her because, yeah, they didn't win it, but she one, surprised me, and two, the game that we played, she did like better than me, so I'm gonna give it to her.
All right, I did not expect that. I thought you'd say yourself. I thought that's who I was going to probably give it to. I was probably give it to you as well. You and Jake it was quite close. Yeah, I would have to say Isaiah probably would be as well. I just feel like, don't get me wrong, Jake was consistent, but I felt like Isaiah never really had a cold point. I feel like Jake, there was one time, I think there was one game, I think against the first time you guys played, Blake and John, the only time that I don't think he was doing well. I'm pretty sure that game, and like there was one game like he just wasn't the same, and I don't think you ever had one of those points. But so yeah, I'm gonna give, I think 2-1 there. I think Isaiah becomes the MVP of the inaugural cornhole tournament. And now the next thing, Isaiah basically answers the next superlative. Who's the best player on a losing team? Janelle is definitely. I feel like it's, but honestly, no offense, Mo, I think it would be between Janelle or me personally. I
was gonna shout out you, Tyler. I was gonna say you and Janelle are close because you did pick it up, especially like the second half of the games. I feel like the first couple games, like
I was off.
You weren't bad, obviously, but you weren't the same. The last two games though, you proved yourself.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to give that award to Janelle because I feel like coming in, I feel like I was supposed to be better than Janelle, but I feel like Janelle, even if I even did better, I don't think I did. I'm just saying, relatively, I think she did way better. So I'm giving it to Janelle as well.
I think the best player on the losing team was you, Tyler.
Oh.
Yeah, you were.
Ooh, I like it.
You were very clutch for us. You came up big when we needed to, and you got us to that final championship game. We didn't get the result we wanted, but you came up in those moments, and it's just those moments that matter. Really.
Hey man, I really appreciate it. But so Janelle, thank you for the vote. Janelle gets the best player out of the MVP of the losing teams. I think we're all in consensus that Blake and Janelle were the most surprising team, in my opinion.
Yeah,
you guys agree with that, Blake and Janelle. Jesse and Mary close second. I think not close, but a second place. No offense to no close. I'm just saying Blake and Janelle shattered expectations. The team to beat, I mean, obviously Jake and Isaiah, they held through there. They were the favorites, ended up being the favorites. So, biggest disappointment?
Anything else?
Biggest disappointment. Then we're gonna have the leader, we're gonna have the power rankings coming in, like the top. We'll give ourselves the top 5 individual cornholers for the next tournament. But most disappointing team or slash player.
I'll start. I'm gonna say most disappointing team was. It's got to be Carrick and Laurel. I mean, I was expecting to see them maybe in the semis or I guess I don't know, but I was expecting to see them, and we never played them because they lost their first 2 games. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go with them.
Yeah. Oh, Carrick is actually in here. Okay. Carrick is in here, so it's fine. No. He said he got got thrashed. It's I mean, Mo, who do you think? It's fine. It's okay. I'm actually surprised he's in here too. That's kind of funny.
I was gonna say Carrick.
Say it though.
You can say it. Listen, right, it's not bad blood, Mo. It's not bad blood. We're just all friends here.
I'm gonna say Carrigan because
just Carrick.
I thought they were honestly gonna be Isaiah's team if they were to play them.
Okay.
Because they were very underrated. Now, no offense to you, Isaiah, of course, or Jake, but. Yeah.
All right.
I thought they were going to pull off an upset, as they call it in sports.
As they call it in sports? Yeah. I also thought that team would do better. Carrick just said it too. Me and him washed 4 straight times. It wasn't it wasn't his fault. It's just I just expected, I don't know, maybe it's because he did get a good tough first matchup, but Carrick, I did expect you to beat the team of Mary and Jesse, but that team was very good.
They were solid.
I think because there really wasn't the other disappointment would be Mitch and Andrew. I mean, I thought they'd be better. They were not good at all. They just were kind of bad. But yeah, Carrick. I mean, you got to be honest. It wasn't you. It wasn't you. It's just it was tough. We just expected better, but it's fine. It had to go to someone. But hey, you never know. So yeah, now we're gonna have the top 5 cornholers going into the next tournament, and then we'll move on to we'll talk about Isaiah's
Maybe
vacation.
You should do other awards, like MIP or something like that.
Most improved. Yeah, we'll do that for the next time. Yeah, I like that. See, we're gonna do.
Yeah, that's a good one. I got a quick idea right here. I'm just gonna go I'm gonna brag on myself here for a second.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say I deserve coach of the tournament because of that time.
I agree. It's consensus.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all I have to say about that.
It's honestly consensus. You were the coach of the tournament and the coach of the year. We'll go see you. But MIP. I mean, let's maybe a prediction for the most improved. I mean, Carrick. The ceiling is Carrick has the potential could be in the championship.
Yeah.
I think Carrick has the top.
I would say Carrick has a good shot at it.
Yeah, I agree. I think Carrick would be the top bet there. But top 5 cornholers coming in. You got it'd probably be easier to do the top couple. I'll give mine first. I'm gonna go Isaiah at number 1. I'm gonna go Jake at number 2. I'm gonna go. I mean, maybe I'm just me. I'm gonna go me at number 3. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too high on myself. Carrick is gonna hate me. I'm gonna go Janelle at 4. I have to go. Janelle at 4. Mo, I'm sorry. Yeah. I have to go Janelle at 4. I hope you understand.
No, it's your opinion, man.
I really hope you understand. Also, Mo, don't take this offense. I also think you are in the running. You could be most improved cornholer as well. I think you could be the MIC. I could think we're called most improved cornholer. I think you the most improved cornholer.
All right. I see.
No, I'm not. It's not bad. I'm just saying you're in the running. Yeah, you said
No,
you
no.
were.
I mean, I mixed up P and C.
Oh no,
I'm
no,
not because you
no.
say I'm an MIP. I definitely think I could be MIP.
No, I know, dude.
Yeah.
And then Carrick's like ripped. It's like, dude, Janelle was like freaking good. Like it wasn't. She was getting 7s and 8s. Like it was crazy. And then 5.
Yeah.
Oh god, do I give it to Carrick or Mo? Oh dear. I'm slighting Mary and Jesse too, but I just can't. It's between Carrick and Mo. I don't. What do I do? I'm gonna leave that on a cliffhanger. You guys give yours, and then yeah.
What are you doing?
I got Mo here in the chat. I got Carrick in the chat. I got everyone here.
All right. So wait, do you want me to go next?
Yeah. I'll give my 5th one after you guys are done.
All right. Well, I don't mean to sound arrogant. I appreciate you guys giving me the love. I'll go with me for the top. That sounds bad. I hate saying it, but I'll go with me for the top. I'll go. I gotta do this. I'm sorry, Jake. I gotta go Janelle at 2.
Whoa.
I don't know, but I don't know what she was on or doing, but she was just, I don't even know. I'm gonna go Janelle at 2 for now. Now, I think Jake is better overall. Like, give him a few tournaments and he'll produce. Like, he'll be better overall. But I think as of like week 1, I think Janelle's at 2. 3, I'll go Jake. 4, I'm gonna go you, Tyler. You proved yourself.
Heck
In
yeah.
5, this is gonna surprise you guys. I'm sorry, Mo. You didn't quite crack my top 5. I don't mean anything by it. But I gotta give a shout out to Jesse. Jesse.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
I watched Jesse play, and like I would just like look over for a little bit, and she would just sink 2 like it was nothing, and she did that like a lot. And another quick story about Jesse. This was really funny. So I told Mo to get some footage for like our YouTube channel of the cornhole tournament, and so I'm throwing with Jesse. And I'm like, I start to throw, and Mo pulls out his phone, starts recording. Jesse just looks over at him. Are you recording this? And I died. I didn't throw for like 30 seconds after you said that, after she said that, because I had to recover. But yeah, I'm gonna go Jesse at 5. But yeah, that's my top 5.
All right, Mo. What do you think?
I'm thinking for number 1, Isaiah. I feel like you were the best overall player at the cornhole tournament.
Sure.
Number 2, I feel like Jake. Obviously, I think Jake was the number 2 player at the cornhole tournament. Number 3, I'm gonna go Jake's girlfriend. What's his
Blake.
Ooh, Blake gets third.
Blake the number 3.
Okay.
She was good.
Over your own teammate.
What?
Over Tyler?
You want me to say Tyler?
No, it's fine, Mo. No, trust me. You may not like my 5th person either, but it's fine. Go on.
Okay. So
you said Blake 3.
Blake 3. Blake 3. So number 4, yeah, Tyler, I'll go with you.
Thanks,
Tyler,
man.
you came up big for us in that tournament. So I appreciate what you did for us. So I'm gonna put you at number 4. And at number 5,
It's a tough one.
I didn't have a number 5 in my mind. I only had 4 people in my mind.
Well, you gotta make a 5th one. Nah, pick one. You can say yourself if you want.
I was thinking about putting myself in there.
Okay.
But Jesse really came up big, and
that's a good.
Yeah.
Jesse could be 5 as well. But I guess I do have to pick one. So I guess I haven't really played cornhole for a while, so I'm gonna put Jesse at number 5 because Jesse probably has more experience than me anyway. So yeah, that's my top 5.
Janelle gets slighted on Mo's list. Janelle does not crack Mo's top 5. That is insane.
It's an opinion.
I know. Here's the thing. Janelle has. Here's the thing. There's like most improved player.
Facts. You want to talk about? Am I supposed to read a script to you? Like,
No.
am I supposed to read off the paper? Blah 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 blah.
Make sure you're talking into the mic too. Make sure it's like.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
Talking to the mic.
This is the mic. Where's my car?
Okay.
This is the car. Is the mic.
It's just that sounds muffled. I'm sorry.
Give me. Okay, fine. Do you want me to read a script?
Okay, now listen. My number 5 is Mo is making my number 5 a lot easier to say now. Well, with the information that I've compiled, I had my 5th pick kind of in mind. I just really wasn't ready to say it yet because Mo could really beat me up. It's gonna be Carrick. I know Carrick was on. We said he was on the most disappointing team, but I just think Carrick was washing with me each time. Like we were just going toe and toe. And if I'm giving myself 3rd, he's got to be up there too. Mo, you were 6th in my opinion. I apologize, man. I just don't know. Mo, you can.
Are you reading off a piece of paper?
I'm not, but I'm looking at a piece of
Or
paper.
is this your own opinion?
That's my own opinion.
Oh, okay. I see.
No, you can be in the top 3 if you improve. Listen, man, but here's the thing. Like, there's players like Janelle. Janelle could definitely plummet on this list. We don't know if Janelle's going to play the same way the next tournament. You know, Blake, you have Blake 3rd. Right. She could plummet. That team they could be worse. But I'm sorry, Mo. I do. That is my top 5. That's probably it for the Coral tournament.
Hey, it's your opinion, man. It's an opinion.
Hey,
thing,
okay.
This isn't a right.
Yeah, it's better to go for it. Go. You can change your top 5 if you want. Take me out of your top 5.
No, I'm not. This is an opinion. Like I'm not gonna take you out of my top 5, but then you're not gonna.
Well,
I don't understand.
Well, I'm not. I don't feel
what's going on here.
I don't feel like I'm obligated to insert you into my top 5.
But I felt obligated to insert you.
Hey, you put me in your top 5, and here's the thing. I was a top 5 player there, so you're making a good pick. You're making a good pick there.
I haven't played corner for a while.
Hey, I know, bro.
I could have slipped in at that 5 position. I could have snuck into that number 5 position.
How about this?
Over Janelle.
No, dude, Janelle was too good.
Perhaps.
No, Janelle was too good that day.
Over Janelle, Mo?
Perhaps.
I put Janelle at 2.
Yeah, I know, right? I can't.
This is the spot.
Mo, we're gonna have to see this weekend then.
Or even Jesse.
I had Jesse at 7. I had you over Jesse. So I don't know, Mo. Okay. I don't know. I feel like you said it yourself. I was carrying the team at some points. And
you were carrying the team at some points, but I have my moments.
You had your moments. Right? I agree, but it was.
I mean, you can't do it by yourself. This isn't. You're not LeBron James.
No, I did. It's relax. It's fine.
I need to relax. You're the one telling. Where am I?
Okay. Top 6 power rankings. Mo makes it on it. Mo makes it on number 6. Isaiah, who's your 6th person?
Oh my God. All right. First of all, I just want to say I've been enjoying these last 10 minutes of Mo screaming into the phone. But anyway,
I cannot.
I'm gonna go with my 6th. Mo, I might pass on you, Mo. No. I'm just kidding. I don't want to have melatonin on Mo. I'm gonna put Mo in the 6th.
Mo, who's your 6th?
Barely over Carrick. Carrick, I'm sorry, but I gotta put Mo ahead of you.
Mo, who's your 6th? Right, Mo's not gonna want to team with me now. Mo's gonna shit.
No, Tyler, we're a good team. You just.
I got melatonin on you. Mo.
You're gonna pick over people. I'm your team.
I know.
Doesn't
Listen.
make any sense. Ty. I mean, it's almost like if you shoot a basket and the other guy's not. That's basically what you're doing when you don't pick me.
You are in the top half. We were 3 and 6. Because I had Blake at 8 or 9. So that and Janelle at 4, that brings them kind of down. And who did I have at 4? I had 4. Who did I have at 4? No, Janelle was at 4. And then Carrick at 5, but Laurel, no offense to Laurel was 2nd to worst. So that really drags them down. But us, I mean, if you think about it, you do the 5 mine, the 3 and the 6. I mean, that's still the 2nd best team, and that's where we were, man. And it was only 21 to 8. It's not like we Here's the reason. No, here's the reason why.
They were to the best players.
Here's the reason. No, why? Here's the. Please do not kill me.
Lost 2.
Listen, I felt as though I was. I felt as though I'm gonna say it. I felt as though I was holding my own with Isaiah. I thought Jake's lost you. I thought Jake. I thought Jake's lost you.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. No, I'm just saying. Oh, dude.
Come again? You're breaking up, man. I need to hear that again. I'm sorry. Say that again. You're gonna say that to your own teammate? Hey, no, you're like. Oh, okay. Maybe I should get Spencer on a team with me.
I hate
the title.
I don't understand.
I have something to say real quick. The title of this podcast should just be Mo Flips Out.
Mo Freak Out.
Tyler, you gave me.
The title's gonna be Mo Freak Out, and then the minute it started.
Me? I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
How am I the one freaking out, Tyler?
Oh man, Mo.
You ask a dumb question.
Listen,
you're gonna
Mo.
get a dumb answer. I'm sorry, that's the way it is.
How is that a dumb question?
Mo.
Because I'm his teammate.
Mo, and I still want to be
his team.
Mo, I still want to be a teammate with you.
I'm sorry.
I still want to be your teammate.
You don't want to be my
No,
teammate?
I do. I still do.
Of course I want to be your teammate, but you gotta give me some street cred, man.
I do, dude. There's.
I'm alright. I know I'm not as good as the other players, but you can at least give me something, you know?
Dude, step out of the car, get some fresh air. Step out of the car, get some fresh air.
What did you just say to me? This is my car.
Step out of the car, get some fresh air.
My own car. This is my car. We are in my car. We are in my car. Out of my own car. I can't believe you just said that. Step out of my own car.
I personally don't think that was a dumb question.
Yes, it was.
Listen. All right. So, Mo, Tyler wants to still be your teammate.
Of course.
He's not.
Of course. I'm not dissing him.
Well, then
I'm just saying he should give me a little more credit. I know you carried Tyler at times, and you were good, but I was good too.
I know you were good. I know. I'm just saying there were other people better, and there's other people better than me too.
Did we beat them or did we not? We only lost to Isaiah and Jake. We beat them, Tyler.
Yeah, but dude, okay, you can't. The only person you can really say is Janelle, or not Janelle, is Carrick. That's the only person you should be upset with. Janelle was better than both of us.
That's true.
Carrick is the only person you should be really
but you didn't have Janelle in your top 5. How is that true?
It's an opinion. Again, do you want me to read a script? Okay. Janelle is
all right, we're gonna move on before,
and then we're gonna go with Tyler for number 4. Maybe I should just put myself in the number 5.
We're gonna move on now because
we should move on.
We're gonna move on.
My goodness.
Why haven't we moved on yet?
So we're gonna talk about
why are we still on this topic?
I think okay. So Isaiah went on vacation from Saturday to Saturday last week. Tell us about your vacation.
Yeah. So we leave. First of all, we went to Topsail Island, North Carolina. It's a really nice place. It's like about 9 to 10 hours from Indiana. We leave Friday night at midnight. My dad likes to avoid traffic, and then, most of the people can sleep. I mean, he doesn't really sleep, but mostly everybody else does. So we left at midnight. We got there at 9:30. It was a great time. I mean, that's pretty cliche, but it was just nice to have a break from everything and just kind of unwind for a week. We went out to dinner 4 or 5 times. I basically gorged myself every time. It was great. We went fishing. We caught 13 fish. They were a lot, they were pretty small, but it was still fun. This is okay. I got like a controversial thing here. Whenever I tell people about this, they get on me. But I get like a gym pass when I go on vacation. And everybody's like, you know that you're on vacation, right? Like gym, like why do you work out on vacation? And my response, well, vacation is like, a break from things that you don't like to do. So like if I like to work out, why take a break? So anyway, I got a pass to this gym called Coastal Fitness. Went there like 3 times. It's a really nice gym. Let's see here. I love the water and the beach. So we spent like every day we spend like 6-7 hours on the beach just hanging out, throwing football. I played some corn. Oh, I played corn.
Please do not mention that word. Don't mention that again for the rest of the podcast.
I played some cornhole, and I went 6-1, and the only loss was it was me and this other kid that I met against my dad and forget the other guy's name, but yeah, I went 6-1 at the beach, so I'm pretty happy about that. Played some cornhole, fishing. Let's see. Yeah, I was swimming in the ocean for a while. There was a person in kayak who was like I'm sorry, not a kayak. Like some sort of boat, and they were like way out there, and they started out like way to the left of us, and they drifted like to the right, and so like these people next to us are getting binoculars out, and they're like looking at this boat, and apparently like they ran out of like fuel or something, and so they called the cops, and the cops had to get like a rescue boat. So I got to see people get rescued. That was interesting. Yeah, it was great. We played like games. We watched Uncle Drew, a good movie. If people want to see or a movie to see Uncle. What else did we? Just like I said, I ate a ton of food. I woke up like at 7 or earlier every single day just because I wanted to take advantage of the week. Yeah, a lot of just joking around, a lot of good times. I probably drank like 30 Cokes over the week. Yeah, it was a great time. I mean, cliche, but it's just nice to unwind and have a break from life. So yeah.
Well, that sounds like quite a fun week. Are you glad to be back? You sad to be back? Like what's
Yeah, I mean, I do love it down there. So like initially, it's kind of like, oh man, like I don't want to be back. But I do I like Indiana. Mainly I just like I did miss all my. So yeah.
Yeah. You continue to cut out. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, hey, and we're glad to have you back. And while you've been gone, obviously, the Mo and IH Gym Clips channel has not stopped. It's been Mo week, baby.
Yeah.
It has been Mo week. Yeah. And Jake pointed this out to me as well. He's like, hey Tyler, I think what you told Mo was starting to rub off on him because now he's getting some arrows and some exclamation points in his thumbnails. And Mo, tell us what you've been doing with these thumbnails. I like them.
Basically, I just wanna, whatever I do that day. I don't know. One of my past videos was push press. I did 205, 5 sets of 5 push press. Go check out that video. It's
I'm looking at it right now. That's just on the screen right now.
Is it on your screen right now?
I'm not playing it, but like I all your videos are on the screen, like in your channel is too. So.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah. Basically, I want to get the highlight of that channel and just try and put an exclamation point on that a little bit, like the push press. Basically, a picture of me. Just maybe put the brightness up a little bit. Really make it pop out so our viewers can see that.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, and since the last time we were We did our podcast here. I mean, the hot dog eating contest ended up being a thing, or not the hot dog eating contest, like the challenge ended up becoming a thing. You two can explain that if you want. Yeah.
Go ahead, Mo.
The hot dog eating challenge. Basically, well, first of all, we went to Sheets. Yeah, we went to Sheets because the hot dogs were cheaper there. And me and Isaiah, between us, bought 30 hot dogs, and we both thought we could eat 15 hot dogs in one sitting, and that did not turn out to be the case. We hit a huge wall. I think our 6th or 7th hot dog, we hit a wall, and you can also check out that video on our channel too. It's very. Don't try eating as many hot dogs as you can. I don't recommend that kind of challenge because it does a lot to your stomach. And may I mention, right after that, we went over to the cornhole tournament, and it was not very. We were not feeling very good. I don't know about Isaiah.
To be honest,
but I wasn't feeling very good personally. Yes. Yeah.
To be honest, I felt fine. But about the challenge, honestly, that was my favorite. Just because one, I don't really like hot dogs, so I was going into it and I wasn't really looking at it. Usually, for the fries or the fries or maybe even the nuggets, I was somewhat looking for to eat. But for the hot dogs, I ate one and I was like, this is kind of sick. Once I got to I want to say I ate 8, and then once I got 8, I was really feeling. I'm like, okay, this is getting gross. The taste was just getting worse, and I wasn't necessarily my stomach didn't feel, but my body was just telling me, no, don't shove anymore. And I ended with 10, and then Mo ended with 11. So we were pretty well short of. We confidently, all right, yeah, probably do 15, but yeah, we came up short. So
that's still a lot more than I could eat. That's still a lot. Double-digit hot dogs in that amount of time is hard.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, honestly, it was pretty impressive that the time. We only did it in maybe a half an hour. Maybe a little long, maybe minutes. Obviously, the first 6 or 7 we ate very, very quickly, but the last 3, it took me 20 minutes to shove down 3 hot dogs because I was just so tired.
Jeez, that is incredible. The next challenge what's it gonna be? I want it to be the Dino's challenge.
Yeah, we're we're thinking, or at least I'm thinking either Dino's or bananas. What are you thinking, Mo? Dino's wings.
Oh
yeah.
I like the idea of wings. Bananas probably would be easier, right?
I mean,
I feel like
easier easier in the sense of we don't have to go. So, we can just do it in my house, and bananas are cheap, but it wouldn't be easier.
So are Dino's wings.
No, I mean
bananas are filling.
I mean bananas are filling. It would be easier to do them at your house, but if we were to do wings, we would have to order however much.
How many wings do you guys think you could do?
I was gonna say I feel like we could each order 40.
Holy
40
shit!
Each. I honestly think we could do 40.
I need
40.
to be there to see that.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
If we do it, which I think we are gonna do it, definitely before summer ends, we'll definitely text you. We'll have you be there.
Oh yeah, I mean just do it tomorrow. Duh.
When is wing night actually?
It's Monday, Tuesday of every week.
Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay. Monday. Well, maybe next Monday or Tuesday.
Ooh.
We'll shoot for that maybe.
All
you
right.
Want to do that, Mo? All right. Yeah.
I like the sound of that. I'm ready to see that. I really want to see if you guys can do that. That's what flavor are you gonna get? I think sweet and hot is probably what you'll get. It's my guess.
Yeah.
I've heard sweet and hot is what.
Sweet and hot. When I went with you guys a few weeks ago, the sweet and hot are really good. I would get that.
Mel, what would you get?
Probably barbecue for me.
It's a smart choice. Those are my two flavors, sweet and hot and barbecue. One last thing here. I mean, you told us the new challenges after this, and then I want to move on to the top 5 NBA players of all time, and then after that, I actually have to go here soon. I didn't think the cornhole we got on that a lot longer than I thought we would. So we're probably gonna. I'm sure we can talk about the other stuff in the next podcast, which will be coming up later this week. But I want to talk about the 85-pound box jump. Now, tell us about it right now. I'm looking at it. Tell me.
Oh man, wait. Before Mo goes into this, I just gotta say, like, that is so impressive. I don't think most people understand how impressive that is. Like, honestly, not many people can do it. Like, I just wanted to throw that out there, but go ahead, Mo.
Okay, so these 85-pound box jumps. So we have to turn the clocks back a week to when I did 80-pound box jumps. I did those. They were hard. They were excruciating. They were very brought a lot of pressure to my head.
Tell them how you prepare for box jumps like a week in advance.
So I prepare for the box jumps. So after the 80s, after I'm done with the last set, the preparation starts immediately. Right that second. Mental preparation, because it's like, you can really get to your head when you do 85-pound box jumps. You know,
85-pound dumbbells. So really, it's 170-pound box jump.
Yeah, basically 170-pound box jumps. So what I do is I go home and if I have to go to work, I'll go to work. I'll come back. I'll play some Xbox maybe, and I'll listen to some music. And you know what I do? I upload the video and I look at the box jumps specifically, and I just watch that video over and over while I'm listening to music to get me into the headspace. And there was this one time, it was really funny. My sister interrupted me while I was in the headspace, and I jolted up from the couch. It was actually kind of funny. But basically, yeah, that's pretty much it. I just got to get into that mindset, and I'm actually doing that right now, because in 2 days I am coming up on 90 pounds.
Oh dear.
Box.
Oh my god.
Now,
oh dear.
Now you imagine how could that really get to your head? So I've been thinking all this week while Isaiah was gone, how am I going to do these box jumps? So I'm getting in the headspace right now as we speak. So prepare for that video in 2 days. If I fail, I fail. If I make it, I make it. We'll see.
All right, wait a second. Before we get off of that, I just want to say, if you fail, you fail. That's kind of scary, because if you fail, you fall with 90-pound dumbbells.
It's not going to be pretty.
But anyway, I'm going to be right there, like, watching you. So, like,
please.
Yeah, we'll try to make sure nothing happens. Anyway, Mo doing 90-pound dumbbells, that's just insane. We thought that he would cap at, like, maybe 50s. Like, we thought, like, okay, 50s, like, that's pretty heavy. Like, there's no, like, if you get past that, like, that's insane. And now here he is doing 90s next week. And, yeah, Mo has to, like, he has to prepare for, like, a heavy lift, like, every single workout. Yeah, I'm just proud. He's come a long way, I must.
Yeah, Mo only lifts heavy stuff, is what I've been saying. 105-pound dumbbell shrugs? What? 365-pound farmer walks?
Mo, wait, tell him about your favorite exercise.
My least favorite exercise are farmer walks, in my opinion. So last exercise was a 365.
365.
365
Tell him what
pound farmer. The weight it puts on your hands. Okay, and I was dumb not to use the chalk. I had the chalk with me. I was trying to pull a prank on Isaiah, but I got him. But chalk really helps in that situation. But even then, I'm trying to hold 365 pounds at my own weight of 205, and it doesn't go very well. But anyway, next week I'm gonna have 385. No, 375, and that's gonna be a challenge because I could barely hold this farmer walk. And on a side note, the jump lunges are really starting to get to me a little bit. I did 85-pound dumbbells for the jump lunges as well. I don't know if you watched that video or not, but that's pretty hard as well. And next week for the jump lunges, 90s, and that's a lot of mental preparation to get into. But I'm sorry, can I just say one more thing?
All right, go for it.
All right, this push press, I can't. The cap was supposed to be 190. I did that. Then 195. I did that. Now we're at 205. Now, I adjusted the rack so that if I dropped it, it would just stay where I'm at. So like it wouldn't fall on if I dropped it. I still didn't drop it. So I'm thinking 210 next week, and 210 is actually my bench.
Well, not your max. But
not my max.
It's what like you do for like a working set.
It's what I'm doing for sets right now. So I'm thinking, how many people have their bench and their push press the same way? Just personally.
I don't know. I've never done really push press. I could tell you, I bench. I mean, for set, like how many do like for set? Is that just like multiple reps? Like how many bench do you like? How many?
Yeah, for push press,
5 sets of 5.
For bench.
For bench, it's pretty same.
4.
Like 4 sets of.
4 sets of.
We do 4 sets of 8, and I did 155, but I'm only 160, so for 8 I'm pretty happy. I did 170 for 1, so I was quite happy with that. Like, hey, that's past my body weight.
Good.
So I'm looking at the squat. I squat a lot. I actually squat 290. So for small.
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Jake deadlifting is very good as well. That is Jake is a good deadlifter.
Oh yeah, he was telling me, Jake, my cousin. He was telling me deadlifts are like some of his favorite.
Yeah, he loves deadlifts.
I think
crazy. Go on.
I think like or last thing for like exercise.
Yeah.
Let's say let's each say our favorite exercise, if you can think of one.
All right.
I'm gonna say my favorite exercise is I'm gonna say not favorite like doing them, but favorite because I'm good at them are weighted pull-ups.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like weight. I don't like doing them. I mean, my favorite exercise to do would probably just be like curls for a burnout because they give you a good bicep pump. But I would say like weighted chin-ups. What about you, Mo?
I feel like my favorite exercise to do because I'm good at it would be squats. I feel like I could.
You can push the envelope.
Yeah. I feel like maybe, I don't know when the cap is gonna come for squats. I'm not feeling a cap yet. I'm kind of itching to test that PR.
Yeah.
Test that max. So yeah, there's that.
Stay tuned for a max. I'll probably have a max out in like.
Yeah, something.
You better. But
What about you, Tyler? Favorite
I guess
exercise?
for something that I'm good at, it would be linear leg press. I mean, I don't hate doing those, but legs. I don't know.
Yeah.
I used to do legs a lot, but not as it's only once a week now. The favorite thing I like to do is that I'm good at, or that I like to do actually, and like I'm also good at. I like doing we do shoulder day. You're like sitting back, like you're sitting straight up, and you just like lift the weights like straight up, and you kind of like hit them off each other. What's that? Like,
yeah. Like a seated dumbbell shoulder press. Or
that's basically it.
If you do it, some people, I don't know, like if you do this, but do you know like what an Arnold press is?
Probably if you told me.
Arnold press it's basically just a regular shoulder press with dumbbells, except when you bring it down to the bottom, you like supinate your palms.
Oh,
That's like That's literally like the only difference. But I didn't know if you meant that or just like a regular.
just a shoulder press. No,
Yeah.
I do. I actually like that's tomorrow because it's Monday and it's our shoulder day. We always open up with that, and I fucking love that. I don't know why I like doing it so much. I can do like 45 on it, so I'm pumped. That's something I like to do a lot. I mean, Joe Ray does 60.
I do like shoulders. I feel like whenever you like walk away with a good shoulder pump, I feel like there's, I don't know, something about like big shoulders is just good. I don't know. I like it.
Shoulder day is dope. Shoulder day is one of my favorite days, in my opinion. Or anything else?
Well,
go ahead.
No, that's it for me.
Anything else?
Yeah, I think that's it for me.
Yeah, well, got the Mo and Aish gym clips. They've gained I think 3 subscribers up to 34 now. So
okay,
that's great.
We're getting.
You were at 31. I think
we're slowly getting up.
Yeah,
there.
we're slowly improving.
Hey, that's good. Hey, you guys will be at 100, 1,000, 1 million in no time. In no time.
Hey, quick shout out to my next squat workout. 325
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tune in.
Tune in. Yeah.
Make sure you guys tune in. Make sure you put PR in it as well because you just have to.
I mean, every day is PR, but yeah, sure, yeah, definitely.
You might as well. But yeah, the last thing we're going to talk about, and give our top 5 NBA players of all time. Who wants to go first? I'll go last, but who wants to go first in this?
I'll kick us off. I kind of have something up my sleeve.
Gordon Hayward is the second best player of all time. I can't wait till I hear it.
Listen, hey, just MVP like Gordon. No.
Anyway, before
don't assume that.
Well, okay.
Yeah. So all right, I'm gonna go. First, I'll say no particular orders, and then I'll organize the 5 that I say.
All right.
Just so I can like get my thoughts together. So I'm gonna say in my top 5, no particular order right now. I'm gonna say Jordan, LeBron. I'm gonna say Kareem. Let's see here. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Kevin Durant. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I'm gonna say Kevin Durant. Number 5, I'm gonna go with. Number 5, I'm gonna have to go with Kobe. I'm doing it. I'm going with Kobe. I feel like not a lot of people that. But yeah, that's my 5, and then I'm gonna organize that. So I'm gonna go with at 5. I'm gonna go. Wait, I'm already like forget. Oh, okay, 5. I'm gonna go KD at 5. Just because he's still like relatively young compared to all the other guys that I named, and he still has a lot left to do. Like he's still got like a solid 5-6 years left, and I know like he obviously came off the huge injury, and I hope he comes back almost as good or just as good. But yeah, I'll put him 5 just because of his scoring. He's no real weakness. 4, I'm gonna go Kobe. Kobe, he was basically like Jordan 2.0, except he wasn't quite as good. He was like Jordan's 10, he was like a 9. Like he literally replicated Jordan, almost as good as Jordan did, but not quite. And he won 5 championships. I don't know. Did Kobe win an MVP?
Yeah, I think yes. He has 2.
2. Okay, so yeah, he did win.
He won 3.
Yeah, so Kobe, I'm gonna put him at 4. I just basically unstoppable on offense, and he was, he had some skill on defense too. And then 3, I'm gonna go Kareem-Abdul. I haven't played much. I've seen highlights, but he's the only guy to really have a literal unstoppable shot. He's like 7'1", most points of all time. Obviously, different era, but I feel like if you threw Kareem in today's NBA, he would still be an all-star, maybe even one of the top players in the league. Anyway, I'm gonna go him 3. 2. This is a biased list. I'm gonna throw that out there.
All right.
And I'm kind of just doing this for the heck of it. I'm gonna put Jordan at 2.
Okay.
I know like nobody agrees with that. Jordan 6-0 in the finals. You could easily, you know, make an argument that he's the best ever, and I don't even really necessarily disagree. What, 6 MVPs or no?
5 MVPs.
6 finals MVPs, 5 MVPs regular season, 6 finals. You know, like basically, you know, virtually unstoppable on offense and one of the best defenders of all time. So really, he kind of his awards kind of make him like the best ever. But I'm gonna go 1 LBJ. I'm mainly saying that because of what they bring to the table in terms of like talent. So LeBron's numbers, his points are a little less per game. Like I'm pretty sure Jordan averaged like 30, LeBron averages like 27.5 or something.
27.2 to
But
30.1.
Yeah. Yeah, and so but LeBron averages, and I'm not just going based off these numbers, like I'll expand more. You know, LeBron averages more assists, I believe, and more rebounds.
That's correct.
LeBron's a little bigger. I don't know. They're probably about the same speed. I know LeBron's stronger. Not that you know has a ton to do with it. But anyway, I think LeBron's overall talent of the game is slightly better. He can get to the rim just as well as Jordan. Their shooting's actually roughly the same. I feel like, especially the last few years, LeBron's developed a good three. Jordan was never amazing at the three, but you know he could obviously make it from anywhere. I feel like Jordan has him on like mid-range jumpers, but I feel like LeBron has him in terms of getting to the basket, and also LeBron I feel like is a smarter passer and a better passer. And also my main point is LeBron, like obviously he's 3-6 in the finals, but he's been to 9 finals and he was in 8 in a row. And, you know, the most Jordan made it to was 3 in a row. And yeah, he did, you know, he was undefeated. But I do feel like people don't take into account the teams LeBron carried to the finals. And, you know, people think it's all about winning the finals, which that's a big part of it. But I don't know. I think LeBron's value is is unmatchable. I think I'd give him the edge over in that category. So that's my top 5.
All right. I like that. Okay. That's interesting. About what do you have to say? What's your top 5?
My top 5? I'm gonna go relatively quick here. I'm just gonna order them down from number 5. I feel like number 5 was Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay.
He's a very dominant big man. I mean, let's be honest, who was stopping him? Like, who was guarding Shaq? Like, he had 2 Finals MVPs, I believe, right? And
I believe so, yes.
He was like, he had some help from Kobe, but he was dominant. I think he averaged like 38 in those finals too.
I'm not sure. We actually
Like,
had 3 Finals MVPs, by the way.
3 finals.
3 Finals MVPs.
Yeah.
So that's even, yeah. So he was a really dominant, very dominant big man. So I have him at number 5. Now, the number 4, I'm gonna go with Magic.
Okay.
Magic was a very good passer. He was, I think, one of the best passers in NBA history, next to Stockton. He was very, very good. And yeah, Magic was how many championships did
I think he won
5.
Yeah,
5.
5.
He had 5
won
championships.
5, yeah.
So he was a very, very good overall player. Very team oriented. Number 3, you might disagree with this. I'm gonna put Larry Bird.
Okay, I actually like that.
You like that pick?
Yeah.
Larry Bird is he's a goddess. A god, I should say. Not
Wow.
Larry Bird is a god. Okay, he's so talented. If you watch some of those highlights on YouTube, he was such a talented player, doing all these trick shots behind the back, like passes, all this stuff. Not as good as a passer as Magic, but he was He was a very, very good player. I believe he was 6'7", 6'9". He's a very good player. He didn't have much size on him, but he's a very good overall player. Number 2, I'm gonna put LeBron James. LeBron James, just like Isaiah said, he is one of the best players in NBA history. He from the time he came into the league in 2003 to today, even at the age of 33 or 34, he is still dominating
34.
younger players, people that are younger than him in the league. Like, he is still in great shape. And he's not done yet with his championships. He's hungry for a championship this year. He's 3-6 in the finals. I believe he's gonna put that up to 4-6. I believe with AD, I believe the time window is 2, maybe 3 years.
Yeah, I see
3 years for them to win a championship, and if they do win this year, I believe they could repeat.
Yeah.
So 2 championships, that would put
5 and 6.
Put him at 5 and 6.
11 finals
appearances. I don't know how you could not call him the GOAT then. I mean, he's not my GOAT, but yeah, honestly. So
I don't know how you can't call him the GOAT. He's not mine, but
I'm talking about
like if he did win. Yeah,
I'm talking about if he did win championships.
I know.
I do not call him the GOAT. Like, I probably would make him my GOAT if he did win 2 more championships.
Okay, I feel that. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that.
Okay, so
number 1,
I'm gonna go with Kobe Bean Bryant.
Okay.
Bryant, the Mamba, the silent killer,
the Black Mamba.
The Black Mamba, as they called him.
No,
he had this mentality.
No.
He was so. You can't not call him the GOAT. Like, what? He was so good. Like, he had this great mentality. He was always. He had the killer look. He had the killer instinct. Like, he was not going to lose. Like, in 2008, he lost to the Celtics, right?
Yep.
He vowed to come back and give his team another championship. In 2009, they went back. They beat the Celtics in 7 games, I think. Yeah. And then in 2010, they beat the Magic. Kobe.
No, wait, flip those. They beat the Magic in 09, then the Celtics in 10.
Oh, it was 09.
No, they beat the Magic in 09. They beat Celtics in 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wait a second. Wait. Can I interrupt you for a second?
Oh.
Tyler, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
This man just left Michael Jordan off of his.
I was gonna ask about that. I was gonna inquire.
A quick note. I'm gonna get into Michael Jordan a little bit. Kobe Bryant's best player ever. I don't think anybody's surpassing him unless LBJ manages to win a couple championships. Then I'll put LeBron James above Kobe. But until that happens, Kobe Bryant is the best of all time. Came into the league at 18. His potential was so high, and he exceeded expectations. People want to say, oh, he takes all the shots. Oh, he's a ball hog. Oh, all this. Oh, all that. He had more than like 8,000 assists, right, or something like that.
I don't think so, because I think LeBron's the only player with 30,000, 8,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, you want to know why I left Michael Jordan out of my top 5?
Why?
So let me tell you a little story, bud.
Tyler's like, why?
So let me
hear this.
Let me tell you a little story. So in the 90s, Michael Jordan came in the league in 85.
Yep.
Something like that.
Maybe
he came in the league in 19. And he was pretty good when he first entered the NBA. But he wasn't getting anywhere. He wasn't getting any past the first round, I believe. Maybe second round one time.
Right.
But he wasn't doing anything. I mean, in 89, I believe the Pistons beat him. But besides that. So in 1991, he gets Scottie Pippen. Oh, and all of a sudden they start winning championships. And Rodman as well. So
plus a couple good shooters.
Steve Kerr, the best 3-point percentage in NBA history. People ignore the teammates and they decide to focus on the one player. Like, Kobe is. I mean, MJ isn't the GOAT. Like, he has. You can even call Scottie Pippen a top 20 player in NBA history. Like,
Top 20?
yes.
That's debatable, but that's all right. Keep going.
Low 20s. Anyway, MJ had help. He didn't. It's not like he was doing this by himself. Yeah, he had 6 MVPs. It's not a one-man game. It's a 5-man game. It's 5 people on the court at one time. So it's like, no, I can't call MJ the GOAT because he had Scottie. He had a Hall of Famer, 2 Hall of Famers as teammates. Huh? Exactly. So there you go. I'm done.
Really quick. Mo, where do you put Jordan if he's not in the top 5? Like, what number?
I put Jordan number 8.
Number 8. Okay. All right. That's all I wanted to hear. Tyler, go ahead. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna give my top 5 now. 5. I have to go with Shaq as well. I mean, I really do like Shaq. I'm high on Shaq a lot. This game was unstoppable at the time. I mean, even today he'd still be unstoppable. Even though it's a more perimeter-centric league, I still think Shaq would dominate, even though he doesn't really have a 3-point shot. I don't know. I just can't see him not dominating, even in this era. 4. Yeah. I'm gonna go Larry Legend. I'm gonna go him for 4. I like that pick as well there. I mean, you already basically you guys already went over the players. So honestly, whatever you guys said is basic. Well, minus Michael Jordan, but what I'll talk about, minus most Michael Jordan will yeah, but Larry Legend, 3-time MVP, 3-time champ. It's he didn't even really have the 3-point line at the beginning of his era as well. So I mean, if he had it the whole entirety of his career, he would have been even better. The only thing that people he didn't play as many games as some of these other guys, so that's another reason why he probably isn't as high up. 3, I got Kareem. Kareem, I mean, Isaiah, you said it best. I mean, he had a shot that was just unstoppable to guard, and I mean, 6-time MVP he is, 6-time champ as well. I mean, he's 2-time Finals MVP. I mean, even in that era, what?
Also, sorry, real quick. Also, I want to add this in. I'm pretty sure Kareem, if I'm not mistaken, was a 20-time All-Star.
19-time All-Star.
Is that correct?
19.
That's insane. Like that is just insane. Like that alone is insane.
That's one more than Kobe.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is, I agree. That's why I have him number 3 in my list. Number 2, I have LeBron James. I mean, I think with 1 more to 2 more NBA championships, he does, I think, surpass Michael Jordan. And if he doesn't slow down as well, which I can't see him slowing down too much. But I don't understand the Mo argument of he didn't like Kobe. I mean, I know Pau Gasol was not one of the greatest players, but Kobe had some help, and he kind of like LeBron. You said, if he. You were talking about Anthony Davis, and now he's going to be able to win, but, are you going to, are people going to knock on LeBron because he has Anthony Davis now? You need another person on your team. You need to have a good team to win the championship. It's just, there are not many times in history are you going to win. LeBron had Kyrie Irving when he won his championship with Cleveland. You're not going to – you need another player. It's also not Michael Jordan's fault that Scottie Pippen was also on that team. It's not – and if you're not even going to give Scottie Pippen, he's you said top 20, or you said mid to low 20s. That's good, but that's not, I'm looking at this. So they got Dwayne Wade in a similar place, and I agree. I mean, Dwayne Wade is one of the better players of all time. I mean, LeBron had Dwayne Wade in that case. I mean, you're always going to have a second star. I feel you're just Magic had Kareem. I mean, what are you going to say about that? You had Magic in your top 5. So that's just, I don't know if I agree with that argument, but I mean, I do respect the choice. I do not have Kobe at number 1. I do apologize. He actually did come in at 6, in my opinion. I do think Kobe comes in at 6, but I do have Michael Jordan at number 1. You just can't. The numbers don't lie. The championships don't lie. The MVPs don't lie. It's just, I don't know. There's something about his game. We haven't seen. There's been Michael Jordan. Kind of everyone knew Michael Jordan. Everyone knows LeBron James. I mean, people that can change the league and make it really a household name. Those are the people that are I mean, now Steph Curry is not one of the top players, not like a top player right now, but like he is someone who's also revolutionized the game. I don't have my top 5 or anything, relax, but like if I can see him eventually, like he is just the problem is he's just really one dimensional in that sense. He's not really as dominant as like LeBron James or Michael Jordan. But if Steph Curry is like hot from 3, you can't. He's unstoppable in that regard. But yeah, I got Mike as my number 1, and that's my top 5. I mean, is there anything else you guys really want to hash on here? Anything else you want to say about your top 5 lists?
I mean, no, not really. I think that was good. I pretty much agree with. I mean, all the guys you guys said, I could swap in there. So I appreciate you guys. So
yeah, and I agree. And one last thing before we end the podcast, this site has Bill Russell at 35, so I'm sure that makes you guys quite happy.
That makes me very, very happy.
Alex English is ahead of him.
Maybe he should be a little higher than that.
Vince Carter's ahead of him.
Wait, what'd you say?
George Gerving's ahead of him. John Havlicek, Isaiah Thomas, like the Pistons. Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
Clyde the Glide is ahead of him, which I don't know. Bill Russell, I don't know. We're not getting it. We'll get in that the next podcast. We'll open up the next podcast.
We'll get into Bill Russell next
we will
time.
Open up.
I've got a lot to say about.
Oh yeah, we're gonna open up the third Run It Back podcast. We're gonna open up with that, but. That's going to be it for the second Run It Back podcast, guys. I did stream this on Twitch. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you guys watched the video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, I said that already, but I'm going to say it again. And then the next one will be out later this week, as I've stated earlier. But, guys, I'm going to sign off. Mo, Isaiah, say goodbye to the YouTube/Twitch gang.
All right, guys. See you later. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey,
and,
see ya.
Subscribe and like, and thanks.
Yeah, we'll
make sure you guys go
time.
subscribe to Mo and Isaiah as well. Their link will be in the description of this video. But guys, I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Later.